Hello everyone, in this video I'll walk you through RPG Soundboard and its features. So let's start by looking at the interface. We can see there is a 4x5 grid of gray squares. Each square is a player, and it's called a player because we can play audio from them. So let's just do that. Click this button and select an audio file. Now let's click on the player. We can stop the audio by clicking again. Each player is customizable, so we can change the color of it, for example. Let's change it by clicking this button, add a custom color, and let's change it to a yellow. We can also rename it. We can toggle loop on and off, and of course we can adjust the volume. Another thing we can do is apply an audio effect to a player. So let's do that. Let's click this button, and as you can see there are a lot of audio effects. So let's apply the cave effect to this player, and let's hear it. We can also move player, and this way we can change its position. Let's reset the player now. Click the trash icon and reset this player. We can also upload a file to a player by dragging and dropping. And one of the most powerful things that you can do on RPG Soundboard is playing sounds simultaneously. So you can create complex scenes with that and bring immersion to your table. So let's do that. Let's start with a rain. We can add a seagull. Horse and carriage, and out of nowhere a war horn. So you can see that you can use your creativity to create these complex scenes and bring the immersion to your players to level up your RPG sessions. Another thing we have in RPG Soundboard is the concept of a sound type. So let's come here to the right and click this button, and let's add a sound type. Call the sound type nature, and I'm gonna add blue color to it. So you can link a player to a sound type. Let's link here with the nature sound type. So you have sound types on your soundboard. If you want to look immediately at your soundboard and know exactly what that player is. So for example, if we are familiar with the blue color being the nature sound type, we can look at the soundboard and see immediately that that player is in nature. So whatever that means, it belongs to the nature sound type. So if we remove the sound type, all of the players linked to the sound type will go back to their original color. Everything we're seeing here, all 20 players, they belong to a playlist. More specifically, they belong to the default playlist. Here's the default playlist. We can create as many playlists as we wish. So let's add a new playlist. I'm gonna call this one D&D. And let's go to this D&D playlist. As you can see, there's nothing here. Of course, there are 20 players, but they're not linked with any audio file. So that proves that everything we did was on this playlist, the default playlist. We can also remove it, the D&D playlist, and we can rename this playlist as well. We can have many playlists, and we can also have many soundboards. So let's create a new soundboard. We name it My Adventure, and let's go to this new soundboard. Different soundboards have different configurations, so we can have different sound types, different playlists, and we can also have different sounds. So let's create a sound type here. Music sound type. And now let's go to the other soundboard, to the default soundboard. As you can see, here in sound types it says no available options, because that sound type does not belong to this soundboard. It belongs to the My Adventure soundboard. We can also delete a soundboard. And I'm gonna show you another way of uploading files to a player. We can click on Upload Files to this playlist button. And now we're able to upload multiple files to this playlist. You see, everything we did here was local. So we can't use RPG Soundboard remotely in the same network. So we can connect to the soundboard from another device that is in the same network. And we're gonna do this. So to do this, we need to start a server. And let's start a server by clicking this button. I have RPG Soundboard running on this device. So I can connect to the server that's running on my computer. I'm gonna click the connect icon. The auto discovery will find the server for us. If the auto discovery doesn't find your server, you can enter the server address manually. I'm gonna click on it, and that's it. We can play it remotely now. And also apply effects. If we want to have this soundboard locally in our device, we can press this button and we're going to import the My Adventure soundboard. Let's click on save. Download was complete. So now we can disconnect from the server. Go to our list of soundboards, select the one that we just imported, and we can play locally. Let's test it. Let's exit server mode. Another thing we can do in RPG Soundboard is exporting a soundboard. So let's go to the My Adventure soundboard. Let's click on this button. And we're gonna export to a .rpsb file. Let's click on save. Now we can import the soundboard. Let's go to My Adventure 2. It's the same one. It's the same soundboard that we exported and now we import it. So you can send the soundboard to your friends and they can use the same soundboard as you. And that's everything you need to get started with RPG Soundboard. If you want to learn more or explore other features, check out the official website linked in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.